Hi guys, welcome. My name's Kate from Song Creative. I'm coming on today to do some messages for Twin Flames. And what I've got, what basically the downloads I'm getting right now and what they want to talk about is remembering your why. Okay, this is cool. It's like a call home. This is a message they want to bring through because some of us right now need to be lifted up out of the dark or the rut. Okay, sometimes it's very easy on this journey to focus too much in to your twin and your union, and you forget you forget your joy, you forget trusting life, and just enjoying the moments. A lot of you on this journey, you push yourself so hard. You're always trying to work, you're trying to better yourself, you're constantly going. And they're saying you don't need to go all the time, okay? You do so much, and you need to take more time to be in life, to be a part of life, to take moments where you're just being and you're not beating yourself up for just being, having days where you don't really do anything, because and in those not doing anything days, you do so much. You create space in those days. You create times of rest and recuperation. You take moments of silence to let in your guidance, to let the energy settle, to let transmutation settle, okay, to let things integrate. You need to give yourself space and understand that everything is okay and that you're not going to miss anything. Nothing's going to pass you by. Like, you really can't, like, okay, yes, we can make wrong decisions. We can slow down our journey. Sometimes we have to repeat lessons. Yes, all of that is happening, but there's no point stressing or worrying about it. If when you slow down, remember why you're here, come back to you, and to focus on uplifting you and like what fills you with light, what takes you to the place where you go, I know everything's going to be okay, or more than that, I know everything's going to be great. If you can focus on moving into that energy, you're not going to repeat cycles. You're going to pass your lessons because you're in a place of alignment and at peace with at peace. And when you're at peace, you're in flow with everything around you, okay? So when we're trying to force or find certain paths or find shortcuts or like figure out things that we can't possibly figure out while we're in this human density, that's when we start to jar the energy frequencies, and you start to like the wire, like, so they're showing it to me like the wires start to get frayed and you move out of the flow and everything feels like it's stuck, and then your guides are spending this time getting yourself back into alignment. If you can focus on why you're here, which is to grow and ascend and be in love and be of love and feel joy and play. And if you can bring your focus back to that and creating and expressing yourself and healing, if you keep bringing yourself back to that, if you keep yourself there, it's going to help you be in alignment, and then everything else will just work itself out, or it will appear that way. It's actually because you're doing so much work. But it's so important right now that you understand that this is something that like you need to just keep coming back to you, okay? It's like in yoga. I remember, I'm going to go back to human Kate for a minute, me. Sorry, I was just in the channel, but yoga, and you're doing yoga class, and you'd be like, just bring your mind back to the pose, bring your mind back to the breath, bring your mind back to now, and know that it's okay. We are absolute masters of creation of our own realities, but we only know that and we only understand that truly when we're in a place of peace and trust, okay? And that's what they want you to know, and that's what coming home is about, like the call home, okay? Come back to certainty, come back to trust, okay? When it comes to your counterpart, come back to trust in the love you feel, all right, and the connection you feel with that person, because it's not in your head, it's in your heart. And that's the difference with this connection. It's not here, it's here. And even when here is fighting, or here is in resistance, here is still in love, okay? And that is the truth of the connection, that no matter what, here is love. It just is, okay? Let's pull some cards about what you need to know right now. Reflection, okay. So I feel like really strongly I'm getting the energy here. What needs to be the focus right now, for really everyone on the planet, but this is for twin flames, this message is you need to bring your attention to how much you've grown, okay? So because they're saying by focusing on seeing how much you've grown, you're focusing on expansion and growth and not focusing on lack. When you look at all the places that still need to be healed, or need to be all the growing you think you still need to do, you're actually focusing on lack instead of abundance and expansion, which is what you actually focus on when you reflect on how much you have grown, how much you have healed, how many blessings are in your life, how many blessings your twins brought into your life, how much they've helped you grow and become the person you are. Seeing them in a positive light and feeling them in that, the truth, which is the positive light, helps bring more of that, okay? They're saying for a lot of you, you can't go into physical union until you've mastered this, okay? Because we don't want to take lower vibrational energy or negative thinking or lack mentality into your unions, okay? That's not going to help. You need to work on being in a place of, like, you're changing your thoughts from, look how much I've grown, I can only keep growing, and that's amazing, I'm going to keep growing, and my twin's going to keep growing, and we're going to keep growing, and we can do that together, and it's going to be beautiful, and we're going to be supported, and we're going to have so many beautiful times. And it's like the mentality needs to change from, I'm afraid of we're not healed, or I'm going to get hurt, or things are going to repeat themselves, to look how much we've grown, we can keep growing, how amazing is that? Like looking at it in a positive light, in an excited light, okay? And that's not always easy to do when you've been through it and you're tired, okay? So that's why it's so important to take the time to balance your energy, to come back to self, and to look after yourself, to find your place of peace and happiness, okay? Something that's been coming up a lot, my guides have been bringing through a lot, and I feel like I want to share it with you, is it doesn't matter what you're doing, as long as it's in service and it's bringing light, it's bringing joy, and it's bringing peace and fulfillment to you. It doesn't actually matter what your job title is. It doesn't actually matter what you do, as long as you're bringing your light to it and you're assisting in being of service because you're bringing your light to it. Does that make sense? So you can choose, to be whatever you want to be, okay? I mean, yeah, like honestly, I'm going to stick with that because I doubted it, but I'm going to go with it. You can choose to be whatever you want to be, and that's fine as long as you can. That's fine as long as it's bringing you joy and you're bringing your light to it, because all that you're being asked to do in this life here is to infuse your essence into the world to help raise the vibration of the earth. How that physically plays out can differ for lots of you. Some of you will be really lucky and you'll know, I know exactly what I got to do. I know exactly what my calling is. I know exactly it's a specific thing, and you can focus your energy into that. Some of you won't be like that. You'll have options. You'll have lots of different things that interest you. And from a lot of you, what you'll end up actually doing with those is you'll find a way of bringing all of those things together and creating something brand new and unique to you, using all those different elements that you love so much. But it's so important that you realize that it's not, it's not how much money you make. It's not how well known you are. It's got nothing to do with your whether you have 1 million followers, say, on Instagram, or you have 100 followers that just love you to pieces. Like, it's got nothing to do with that. It's got everything to do with the fact that you're putting your energy out there into the world, because it's your energy, you are energy, your light out into the world to be able to share it and help heal the world. That's the whole point. How you do it, it does not matter. They don't mind. As long as you're bringing love and light and your highest vibration that you can at any given time to the world, that's all that matters. That is what's going to attract your counterpart. That's what's going to bring you together. And then when you come together, you're going to be working together to do that as well. What else? Is there anything else? I think that's done. Let's pull another card, see what else they have to say. Conflict and beginnings. Okay, this is an interesting one that's been coming up too, and I really like this. And it's a strange place to be in, because I've been feeling it the last couple of days, but very strongly today. I woke up today and my back, I can't stand up straight. I'm in quite a lot of pain, and I can't do much. Like, I just can't, because I can't physically stand up straight. I can't even lie down straight. Like, it's too painful, and I'm a little bit like, what do I do with my energy? And they're like, just roll with it. Like, just take time out. Don't stress yourself. Don't push yourself too hard. You know, do what you can, but don't push it. Okay. And the thing is about that, and that's, I'm a Capricorn, so I'm very Capricorn in nature, in the sense of, like, I feel like I have to do and be productive all the time. I have to be doing something that's somewhat productive towards something, even though sometimes resting and just letting your body, when you're letting your body heal or transmute or whatever is happening here, they have told me, but letting that move through is doing something. We're conditioned in this world to feel a little bit like that's not doing anything, and you're not working towards something when you take a day off and not do anything. And they're first of all saying, so that's going to that other message, but they're also saying you need to refigure your thinking on that. Like, are you happy? Are you at peace? Because that's the most important energies. But secondly, chaos is part of the creation. So we have conflict and new beginnings, okay? And I actually get the chaos and is part of the creation energy with that, okay? So there's a couple of things with this. So some of you are really in a spot where you're just so over what you are. You're so over the way your reality looks right now, okay? First of all, they want to say you don't need to change that. If you change you, and it will automatically change. They're saying that, you know, it looked like the way it is because you needed to get to that point where you were so over the way your reality is right now, okay? I do feel like this definitely can be for some divine feminines or divine masculines. I'm not even, you just let that slot. There's so many of you that are so unified right now in the higher vibration that if it's hitting one of you, it's hitting both of you, because you're unified. So you're both receiving it. You're mirroring, like, not even mirroring, you're just both experiencing it in similar energy forms, because you're feeling each other's energies, because you're unified, right? So the conflict, the dancer here, so this is like saying to me with that is you've had to been pushed to this because you haven't been willing to make the moves to change it. Like, you hadn't made your mind up yet. You hadn't made that decision. You hadn't clicked that energetic button that means that signifies us, okay, let's start moving things and let's start getting things moving to change their reality. But they've had to push the conflict and the disharmony around you so that you really want this new beginning. For others of you, everything looks crazy right now because it's being rearranged, or it feels off, or you're uncertain, or like you suddenly hit a huge slump, or you're not getting as much like a business coming in, or like I feel like I'm a great example for this today. Like I told you, my back's out. Before I went to go to the shops, I got my bike, went to go around the corner, like literally like took 2 steps, rolled my ankle, and I went, whoa, that's weird. And then I pulled back, and then a branch, like a palm tree fell down, like right beside me. And I was like, whoa, like, I was like, do I need to worry about my safety today, Spirit? And then I held off going out for like an hour. But it's got that energy where it feels a bit like everything's, like little things keep going wrong. Or like I said, business is stalled. It's because everything's being shuffled right now. It's being pulled back so we can the new then can come in, okay? That space for the new to come in, for things to be reshuffled. It's just when things aren't moving, it's usually for a reason. We need to trust that. And this time it's because there's new beginnings coming in, okay? And I feel like these are big new beginnings when it comes to everyone, but definitely for twin flames, okay? We have fear. So I do feel like right now, I'm hearing buying into fear is wasting your energy, okay? That's not, yeah, that's not lovely put, but that's how it's coming across. They're saying buying into the fear is wasting your energy. It's draining you and there's no reason for it, okay? It's draining you, it's slowing you down, and there's just absolutely no reason for it. You have the strength to deal with anything that comes up. You were born with it. You have it in your soul. We will not throw anything at you that you can't handle. So don't fear that you can't handle it, because you can. So there's nothing to be afraid of if you know that you can handle it, right? Okay, and you know how to do it, okay? You know, you have all the artillery in your belt, like that you in your tool belt that you can need. Like you have it all within you. Like, don't ever feel like just going forward this month, know that whatever life throws at you, you can deal with it. You have the skills, you have the knowledge, you are getting the downloads, you have the strength to deal with it no matter what happens. Okay, don't doubt it. You've got this, okay? It's so important for you to know you've got this. You have all the tools in the tool belt to deal with whatever happens, whatever falls apart, whatever. You know, some of you are going to be asked very soon to make big changes in your life if you're not already being asked. Some of you can feel that coming. You feel it. You have no idea how it's going to play out, but you do know that some of you are excited about it. Some of you are a little bit not sure where you're at. Some of you are very much in fear about it. Know that when time comes to make decisions, to answer the call, you'll know what to do and you'll be able to do it. And it's like you have the ability to make everything that you need to be able to make the moves you need to make is going to be at your disposal. Spirit's here going, here it is. You should know by now, you do know by now how to manifest that into your life. You know how to make this happen. And it's just saying, like, have faith that everything is just going to fall into place, okay? Another thing is to, money is just, no, we're not going there. Okay, thank you. Is there anything else? Let's go, is there anything else? Just some love messages. I'm going to put a couple of love messages here. They like to come in thick and fast, and then they just go, yep, that's done. Let's some advice. Can I get some advice? Okay. Give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have always know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. Okay, guys, that's what I was talking about before, where they're like, you need to rearrange your thought patterns about this. Before we can even think of bringing in union, you need to be ready to have your heart open, to communicate, to see this positively, to not be in fear about it, but to be in excitement about it because of the opportunity you have to grow and expand and experience, okay? That is what they're trying to say. Like, don't give thanks, because if you walk into it expecting the worst, what do you think that's going to do to your union, okay? What do you think that's going to do to you? Then they're not even going to allow it. Like, if you're still in a headspace where it gives you anxiety, and instead of like peace in your heart, they're not even going to bring it in, okay? So you need to work on that. And that, we're going to go in a circle here, happens by coming back to you and finding peace and joy in your everyday life, no matter how that looks on the surface. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. If you can find peace and joy and a way of sharing your light, and that stability and confidence in yourself, then you're not going to have fear about your union coming in, because you're not going to be afraid of being hurt, because you know you have you, and that you are always you always have the love, right? You're always guided, you're always protected, and you're on an accelerated healing journey, okay? Let's get another love message. And then we're going to close it out. Yeah, there's so much abundance coming in, but you have to be excited about it. You know, you have to be open to receiving it, because while there's doubts about it, while you're not believing it, it's very hard for it to come in. Okay. Oh my gosh, they're bringing through the same messages. Beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection, guys. So it's like, be careful of how you're looking at things. Be aware of what you're be aware of what you're projecting right now. You know, is there anything like, and I feel like this is very much this can be with your twin, this can be with anyone in your life, but pay attention to, like, if you think about, say, let's talk about your twin, right? So you're thinking about union and your twin coming in. How does that make you feel? Is there still unforgiveness? Is there areas where you still need to heal, right? And when those come to light for you, then go, okay, well, what does that take? And then be joyful about it. They want you to be excited about your healing. They want you to see it as a gift. Well, it is a gift. So they want you to see it as that. They want you to go, how cool is it that I just had like a crazy ass day that was actually really hard, because now I've just learned X, Y, and Z. How amazing is that? Like, I know that sounds a little bit crazy, but that's the energy they're coming through. They're going, can you view everything that you're going through, everything you've been through, for the blessing and the gift that it is? Can you look at that and go, because I've been through that, because this person, like, this is it with the twin, like, because this person has projected all this at me, or I projected this at them, and we've been triggered, I've got to learn X, Y, and Z about myself, and I've got to heal, and I've become this bigger, brighter, bolder, more like vibrant being. And that is the excitement they want you to take forward on your journey, to move forward with that excitement, okay? Now that is not delusion, that is not denial, that's not being realistic and looking at areas in your life where you still need to heal, or like, you know, self-sabotaging patterns. It's not being ungrounded about it, but it's choosing to be hopeful, okay? Now that doesn't mean that you should just ignore everything that's happened in the past, and if there's red flags coming up, ignoring them. It's saying take them in, like this card. You know, I'll read it again. Be aware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. Be aware of how everything comes back to you and the role you play in every area of your life, okay? Because you have so much power and you're creating these beautiful things, but it's like a choice you just have to make. It's a choice you have to make. Are you going to see it as a burden, or are you going to see it as a gift? Okay. I don't know if that made sense. I hope that made sense. I'm going to leave it there, guys. We're on the prefaces of the new, and that's something to be excited about, okay? Sending you so much love. Bye. Oh, if you like a reading, information's down below. Like, subscribe. Honor and a privilege to be here, guys. Until next time. Mwah.